Okay, to add to the things that we currently don't offer, along with not offering a tap room, not offering a bar, not offering a pool table, not having space for a club, I've decided we're now not offering pizza. Well, we are offering pizza. I'm going to have a couple of semi-tap events. I've just opened this. I've taken out the books of words and sort of recipes and stuff. So I bought a pizza oven. Let's get it all out of the box and have a look. First of all, we have the stone, 30mm pizza baking stone, which goes in oven. I've just noticed it says it's a propane, but it's come with a butane regulator, which doesn't matter. I've got plenty of butane tanks outside, but I will change that for a propane. Insert and edit. Obviously this is propane. It's not the sort of propane that I'm used to. So this is obviously for domestic patio gas type things, I'm guessing. All of our propane are the orange, and of course I haven't got any to show. Oh, never mind. And they're screw-in. But I'm currently using, yeah, they're screw-in like that. I'm currently using, this is the same pressure regulator, and this one's just got a hand screw that you tighten it with a hand screw. So I'm not a part of the modern trendies. I don't know. I'm sure the majority of people who buy the Ooni Koda 16 will have the correct propane cylinder, but for me, this is what we use on the boats, and I've also put the safe fill bottles in here as well, and in there, and I'll be getting a couple more. That's what we're using. Anyway, back to the video. I like the idea that there's a lot of this sort of packaging as opposed to polystyrene. So there's a plastic wrapper on there, and there's this stuff on here, which I can understand because it was delivered by Every, and they do have a habit of kicking stuff around their depot. Right, let's put that up here. Second attempt at a pizza dough. This one feels better. I made the mistake, and yeah, hands up, rookie error. I went for 0 instead of 00, and it's not even Moroccan. There's a comment that will pass most people by, hopefully. So I've been and bought some of Tesco's 00 flour, £1.80 a kilo. I'll get some Caputo, but this at the moment is purely experimental. I'm gonna have an experimental pizza night tonight. I'll show you oven. So this is the Ooni Koda 16. We'll do 16-inch pizzas, but I won't be, probably not putting 16-inch pizzas in there. And it's got an L-shaped burner. You see it goes across the back and then along the side, and it will go up to temperatures of around 500 degrees centigrades. Yeah, so, or Celsius, I think we're supposed to call it now, aren't we? So there I have it, kind of like in the sort of doorway where the shutter is, because obviously it's burning propane, and we don't want to die of carbon monoxide poisoning. But when we're actually running this, it'll be out there properly with a gazebo over it, but for the time being. So I went out yesterday, bought that table, stainless table, and then I bought this stand to put the pizza oven on, which will raise it up to a proper height. But I mean, bloody hell, the state of this. This is rust. This is stainless steel, and I know someone's going to say, "Oh, stainless steel doesn't rust." Well, yes, it does. What stops stainless steel rusting is a kind of little coating that it develops called passivation. So what I'm going to do is rub this all down with some Scotch-Brite and special Scotch-Brite pads for stainless steel, and then I'm just going to wipe it with Star Sand probably, or I've got some phosphoric acid down there. Wipe it with phosphoric acid. I'll do it outside obviously, leave it on there for an hour or so, hose it all off, and then let it then air dry. That then creates the repassivation, and I've done it on all these. I had to repassivate these and these, so it's expensive on Star Sand, but I think I might probably try and get away with phosphoric acid. Any acid will really do it. So this, at the moment, what we're doing is I'm running this for an hour, and that is to prove the stone, or to condition the stone. And the only thing I've had to do is take their silly little regulator off. I don't know what it's for. It wasn't for butane, and I've put one of these on with a twist connector onto one of these safe fill bottles. So that costs 15 quid to refill, as opposed to 50 quid for a propane bottle. So it's a nice little bit of kit, this. I do approve. So back in an hour when that's finished, and we'll see if the dough started to rise. So why did I buy a pizza oven? There's the pizza oven. This is an Ooni Koda 16. It's gas. I looked at plenty. I looked at the Gosney, but they were out of my price range. The one I wanted was the Ooni Karu 16, something or other. But again, it was still kind of like out of my price range, and you had to pay extra for the gas attachment. So this worked for me, and you might be interested to know that you guys paid for it, because this was paid for from the money that I get from YouTube. And a part of the reason was, yes, if we are going to run some events here, it would be nice to be able to offer food as you go through the environmental health stuff, all the brewery and whatever. We might as well add some food to it as well. The only problem being that I don't like our kitchen. So pizza's easy solution. Yes, and also I have been running small groups here. Is Charlotte back? And one of the things I've noticed is with the people in my groups, I will just pause this while Charlotte does her stuff. That's it. We've got a long journey this weekend, so she's just been to fill the car up with petrol at Costco, which is cheaper than almost anywhere else, and as a consequence, it's got a fucking queue going back to almost the Parkway. If you know Sheffield, you'll know it's a big queue. Anyway, yes. So I've been running a few support groups from here, and obviously cancer patients, one of the big issues is they don't have much of an appetite. It used to be years ago when I used to prescribe them cannabis, we used to then pour milkshakes into them because they get the munchies, and we had people on the acute wards putting weight on, which is pretty unheard of as far as cancer patients are concerned. So what I was, my prescribing, as it were, was the worst kept secret. And I've recently started suggesting to the patients that they get legally prescribed again. So the cancer patients aren't too bad, but it's the people with depression, because they don't tend to want to eat. And it's one of the things with depression is that along with affecting every other aspect of your life, it can also either lead to binge eating or just erratic eating of poor quality crap. So when people come round, what I've started doing is pre-making the dough balls, and then saying, do you fancy a pizza? So we have a chat and they have a pizza. So it works. And you guys paid for this, so thank you for that. Anyway, this is going to be a long bloody old video. I just put some pictures up now of some of the attempts and some of the successes And then I'll leave you and say you have a really, really good whatever's left of the weekend, because I don't know whether I'll get this up. So it might be next weekend. It might be July by the time you watch this, but hopefully not. But thanks for paying for this, guys. Really impressed. And it's a blinding bit of kit. I'll put some links to Tom Voyage, who is a Ooni, Ooni, sort of ambassador in the UK. And I'll also put a link to the guy who runs Peddling Pizza. He runs a pizza van in the same van that featured in Up in Smoke. Look at how all these things link up, guys. Anyway, so for now, thank you for watching. Whatever you're doing, you do it carefully. Take care of yourself and those you care about and those you don't care about, because you never know. And I'll catch up with you when we're back. Cheers.